Starting out with hair, I just washed it that morning and then I applied a serum to the ends of my hair to make it silky smooth, and then I brushed through it using a paddle brush all the way through my hair from the bottom all the way up to the top. Then I just tied that back into a ponytail and started to just do a basic plait. So I did this in the morning so that I wore it all day just around the house, so that when I took it out at night it'd be nice and wavy. Then I secured the plait with a hair tie. And see, this is later on where my hair has dried, and then I took it out of the plait that I did earlier and applied some mousse into the ends and a little bit at the top of my hair to tame the frizziness. Then I also sprayed in some dry shampoo on certain areas and just, distributed the product through my hair using my fingers, and then I put that all in place with some hairspray. For makeup, I started off by applying a face serum to hydrate my skin. I then dotted a moisturiser all over my face and rubbed that in using my fingers to again hydrate and moisturise my skin. Next up, I used a face primer all over my face to ensure that the face makeup that I applied stayed on all night. Then I used a green concealer by Inglot on any redness that I wanted to cancel out on my face. So I just dotted that on and I used my fingers to blend it out. I then, over the top of that, applied a concealer that was closer to my skin tone to just add extra coverage to the spots that I initially covered with the green concealer, and to sort of take away that green cast that the previous concealer left. I then applied a concealer primer underneath my eyes and around my nose and used a beauty blender to blend that out to add a base for the concealer that I was going to apply next. After that, I applied a brightening concealer underneath my eyes, again using the beauty blender to apply and blend that out, and I applied that underneath my eyes to brighten up my eye area so I looked less tired. Then, using a all-rounder sort of concealer that was my skin tone, I just applied that along my cheeks, chins, that sort of area to cover up more redness and discoloration. I then applied yet another kind of concealer back over the spots that I wanted to cover up, and again used my beauty blender to blend that out. And then there was this one spot that just wouldn't seem to go away, so I applied another concealer over that. And then I set everything in place using a translucent powder and a fluffy brush, patting that on my skin so I wouldn't disturb the face makeup that I applied. Next, I filled in my eyebrows, doing my regular brow routine, which is just brushing them up with a spoolie, filling them in with an angled brush, and then setting that in place with an eyebrow gel. Now for eyes, I started off by priming my eyes to create a base for the eyeshadow so it'll last longer and appear more vibrant. Then I used a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cottage Cheese, which is a shimmering off-white colour, and applied that as a base and blended it out with my finger. and also applied that on my inner corners and underneath my brow. Then I took a shimmering taupe colour and used that over the top of where I applied the pencil, and then I took a cream silver eyeshadow and applied that all over the lid using my finger. Then I took a frosty silver colour and applied that over the cream eyeshadow that I applied before to set it in place and make the eyeshadow colours more intense. Then I used an eyeshadow sealant and a loose pigment, mixing the two together to create a liquid eyeshadow, which I packed on the outer corner of my eye. And this is a really intense black, sort of holographic sort of colour. I don't really know how to explain it. It's incredible. And then I sort of brought that in along my crease. And then to set it in place, I just used the same loose pigment and the flat shader brush. And then I cleaned up the eye shape with some concealer and a Q-tip. And then on the center of the eye, I applied a shimmering sort of light gold color just for a bit more dimension. And then using an angled eyeliner brush, I lined my upper lash line with a slightly shimmering charcoal gel eyeliner. Then I curled my lashes to prep them for mascara. And I applied a volumizing black mascara with plenty of coats of this for intense lashes. Then for my bottom lashes, I used my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, which I got for Christmas, for some nice, long, luxurious bottom lashes. And then I lined my waterline with a nude eyeliner pencil to open up and brighten my eyes. And that is the eye look complete. Next up, I did some contouring with a cream foundation that is darker than my skin tone and a angled contour brush. I did that along my underneath my cheekbones, my temples, and my jawline. I applied the cream contour with the brush and also blended it out. And I also did a little along my nose just for fun. Talk about it. It's gorgeous. It's Margot. It's gorgeous. It's Margot. It's gorgeous. It's Margot. Then I set that all in place with a powder bronzer. Not really for much more of a contour, just to warm up my face and set the cream contouring in place. Then I used a stippling brush and a darker mauvey sort of toned blush for an airbrushed blush effect along my cheekbones, and then I highlighted using a nude matte eyeshadow along the high points of my cheeks and along the center of my nose, underneath the brow, and also on my cupid's bow. Then I used a setting spray to set all of my makeup in place. And that's the completed look. Here you'll see I am wearing a lip colour. I didn't end up wearing that on New Year's Eve because I found that it didn't really go with my outfit, but I will leave the name of that in the description box below, along with a full list of all the products that I used. Now for my outfit, I wore my big oversized denim jacket. I had my hair back in this purple clip because I thought it looked kind of cute, I don't know. And then for my dress, I wore this velvet dress which has this sort of drop waist and a sequined sort of band along the drop waist, and I think it is adorable. It ties up in this little bow at the back, and I've been wearing it non-stop. As for my bag, I wore my pink seedy cat bag, which I got from the Salvos, and my Daiso watch, along with some sparkly socks because I thought they were very fitting for New Year's Eve, and my sort of loafer, navy, slightly heeled shoes, which are from Savers. There we go, that's my hair, makeup and outfit that I wore for New Year's Eve. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!